Agnihotri, filmmaker, is joining us on this broadcast. Vivek, tragic news coming in this morning. How do you remember Dilip Kumar? How has he inspired the art for you?
First of all, I believe artists never die, they leave their art behind, but Dilip Kumar ji has left a great institution of filmmaking and acting. There are stars, superstar kings, badshahs, but I believe he was an emperor of acting, and nobody has perfected this art as well as Dilip Kumar ji did. His films has brought so many economic problems in front of the audience, and he did them so convincingly. I mean, I know I've worked with lots of stars. A lot of stars go to their vanity van and look at Dilip Kumar Saab's scene before performing. He's been inspiration to almost the entire generation till 2000. And I don't think we can produce those kind of people. His command over all the languages, Punjabi, Urdu, English, Hindi. I think he was not just a film star. He was also a statesman who spread the word of unity, integrity all over the world. My deep condolences to him and his family.
Vivek, all of us even you, someone like you who's directed so many films, we all respect him almost as fans of his work. So to you, what are the films, the most memorable films for you that really inspired you as a filmmaker?
Almost all his films. I mean, it's so difficult. I mean, it's impossible to say what do you like more, which part of the sun you like more. Very difficult. And I was never a fan of his. I was a student of the great institution called Dilip Kumar. I have learned the craft of acting by seeing his movies, the nuances. I don't think anybody has been able to replicate those kind of nuanced acting. Dialogue delivery, I mean, except for Amitabh Bachchan Saab, I don't think anybody has been able to come even closer to Dilip Kumar Saab's dialogue delivery. And without a great dialogue delivery, you can't be an actor. And he's amazing. I mean, generations will learn from his acting. It's so contemporary even now. And the greatness of a star is that once he leaves this earth, his craft shines more. And I can guarantee that for generations ahead, they are going to be inspired and they're going to learn from Dilip Saab's acting.
Vivek, it's like you said, someone like Dilip Saab, his art will live on and we'll all remember him for generations to come. But what do you think really stood out about a superstar like him? There's so many people who've spoken about his acting, his style, his dialogue delivery, and the fact that he was such a great method actor.
Perfection. I think perfection, he made perfection look so simple. And the kind of, in fact, the other day, Prem Chopra Sahab was telling me that he is the only actor who used to rehearse his dialogues in Urdu, English, Hindi and Punjabi before performing them on the set. And he would write down on his own, translate them, and he believed that unless your dialogue sounds perfect in all the possible languages, it cannot be a great dialogue delivery. But nobody even knows about it, and this is the greatness of Dilip.
Vivek, thank you very much for joining us and sharing what you would remember really about Dilip Saab, how he's had such a huge influence on the film industry and will continue to do so for generations to come. You rarely see an artist like Dilip Kumar. He is someone who will be remembered for ages to come and for his work, and that's exactly